Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Game Logic on the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube, back with another episode of the Master Plan Narratives. The Master Plan Narratives is my mini-series of live streams and Let's Plays focused on games in the strategy genre. Tonight we're going to be getting things a little bit sweaty, playing some mini Motorways on PC. So without much further ado, let's get to it. This is episode number 602 for the 20th of October 2021. Glad to have you guys along for the ride, so to speak. Sorry for the pun. So last night I continued playing a little bit more off stream. Whoa. And so, hey. So, I started up a scenario in Beijing. I also realized last night, and I hadn't realized this before, that I guess there are multiple maps per city. So there's like 11 or 12 cities, but then there's also like 3 maps per. So I feel like there's like 30 to 36 maps, I think, if I understood that correctly. I need to go back and actually try starting a scenario with those additional icons, but we're here in Beijing at the outset of a run. So all houses are connected, so let's go ahead and pick up from there. So I'm also super stuffy tonight, so I do apologize for that. So I picked up a traffic light. Now one of the issues here is I'm going to start stockpiling some of these upgrades because they give you these upgrades and they're not absolutely necessary in some cases. Like I don't have... I just saw that there was some paused action over here, so I'm going to put a traffic light there. Oh, there's an orange house to connect. So I am dedicating myself much more so to building on a grid system. I've seen a few example maps of people making runs, and it appears that building out on the grid system is one of the ways to get the higher rewards. I don't expect that in these first sets of initial runs, because I think I'll just make a baseline run, through all of the maps and each of the variations. I'm probably going to top out around the 1,000 point mark. I saw leaderboards last night also, so with people having scores up to like 300,000. Let's put a traffic light in there. Now I've got lots more roadway. So it gives me a lot of options to reroute traffic without necessarily waiting for bypasses and things like that. So we're starting to get some And I can also do things like this so that I don't create congestion on roadways that are already in place. So I will pick up a motorway. One of the things that I'm starting to catch on to is that when they give you certain upgrades come with more powerful upgrades, so to speak, come with lesser amounts of road track tiles. I'm not really satisfied with these things here. Ooh. And I don't know if there's a best way to provide some relief. So I don't know what'll happen if you just... So you can't connect across these roadways here. Just kind of created my own little roundabout out of that. I feel like these blues are going to become a problem because I can see the pin density picking up, but there's no great way to ingress more traffic in this direction because of these singular entrances here. Oh, knucklehead. So what I should do is I should put a bypass there. What? Dagnabbit. Yeah. Yeah. So you don't have a traffic light to put in there, but people are obviously bunching up. So we'll grab another roundabout and 20 tiles. Bring the traffic this way. And actually, I've got a fair number of tiles since this is a red. I'm starting to think that I'm going to start, like, doing most of my... What the heck? Grays? Do I have a bridge? No, I have no bridges. And now they're doing... Oh, there's 3 down there. I'm just gonna have to let those things sit. And now I've got an orange. I guess one thing I can do is I can come this way. Are there any other houses that are disconnected? Just those grays, right? Oh no, there's some oranges down here. What the heck? You telling me? Yeah. That is not cool at all. Yeah. No, take those away. What I need to do is, yeah, ingress this traffic right here. But yeah, what I was saying is I think I'm starting to consider that one component of my strategy will be to ingress like-colored traffic kind of via the same routes so that you have a singular funnel for like all the reds and a funnel for all the greens. Not necessarily a singular funnel, but that they will, when they are closely geographically located, that they will all funnel in via the same kind of arteries and veins. So the only thing that's abandoned right now are the grays. Now this may be a problem because this thing isn't giving me, okay. So what I'm gonna have to do... What the heck is going on here? I'm gonna have to think of something to get myself out of this. So I'm gonna do that. I know. I'm gonna put a motorway right there, please. Let this work. Yes. Okay, so that last second bit of heroics actually worked. So the two markers I'm trying to achieve is a 300 contributes towards unlocking the next thingamajig, set of maps or whatever. I thought 1000 did something too. Okay, so now the greens can interconnect. I don't think I have any other things isolated or abandoned. Oh no, these guys just connected themselves. Yeah, I'll bring them in this way. Now, the other upgrade I have is I have a roundabout. I can't put a roundabout there. Shoot. I don't know that that will do anything. I think what I'm hoping it'll do is it'll change the density of traffic on approach to this intersection. I don't know if that will be helpful or not. I need to think of something to do, but you have no bridges. That's the problem. Now I'm wondering if I do a diagonal cut over here. I know I want to stay with grids for the most part, but I'll take a ton of road tiles. Ooh. I feel like I want to create like a makeshift bypass here. So I've hit my 300 mark, so I've contributed towards whatever my next unlock is going to be. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust these headsets, these ear cups to the right position. We'll see if that does it. I keep pulling this one out and hardly moving the other one, so I feel weird. Okay, let's pick it back up. Oof. So I have nothing to connect to that gray. So I just can't get across the stinking waterway. These grays are really bringing me down. Okay. So I was trying to figure out, like, what can I do to divert traffic? I can bridge across here. So now you can go across behind or in front of the building. Hopefully some cars will start taking that route. That will alleviate some of that congestion. this might be a fairly short-lived scenario, because, I mean, I guess I can connect roadway here. I just don't know if any of the grays will... I mean, I don't think there's any way for them to get over there. I mean, I guess I will take our motorway because I have to. I guess I'll put one here. A motorway can't be placed there. Why the heck not? No! Yeah, that's what, there's some kind of weird like race conditions here on some of the building components that you do that will do things like that. They'll pop alerts to make you think that you can't do something, but then like a split second later it will say that you can. So that's so this thing is so janky. I think one thing I can do is maybe I can interconnect. Yeah. So that way there's like, it's not that there's no way to participate in the rest of the town, right? Whoa! Okay, well that's got some interconnection there between the two reds, right? There's a way for red traffic to get over there. I feel like I should also extend this. Now hopefully these guys will start. Wait. What the heck? What happened to the motorway? I didn't catch that, did it? Seems like it just like disappeared on its own. What's the stink, Red? Run out of road tiles. Ugh. I clearly need a bridge. No. No, I actually want that to go there. No, what are these two houses doing? Okay, where are we having some problems here? Stink. I do have one house of flip-de-doo. Alright, any more houses orphaned? Run out of road tiles. Stick-a-puss. Where... Now these guys have a motorway, so I don't know that I'm that wrapped around the axle about. Well, stink. Now I can't utilize the bridge because I can't draw any road tiles to it. So we're having a problem ingressing enough red cars here. In all three of these places. That's an issue. Orange is getting some density up here. Really getting some density over there. Can't connect that orange. Heading into the weekend. Stink. Ew, this section of town's getting really bad here. It's all over. Okay, but so 2/3 of the way. We're gonna call that a win. Because what? Oh, what the heck was? So there's a daily challenge at Zurich and a weekly challenge. So I've played here. So this is what I mean. There's another. Oh no, those aren't other maps. Those are just. I think what it means is this is daylight, this is nighttime, and I think this will go back and forth between the two, maybe? Or maybe it's just swapping color palettes for people who have problems seeing colors. I knew there were some accessibility options. And then here are the leaderboards. Oh, I take that back. Oh no, I thought that there were some. I thought these people had scored 351,000 pins, but they just scored 1,077. So are these the international leaderboards? Yeah, this guy did score 199,000 pins. Redonk. Okay, so I did do Beijing, so I could go on to Tokyo. Or I can do these weekly challenges or daily challenges. I think I'm going to go ahead and go on to Tokyo. Connect the 23 wards of Tokyo, the world's biggest metropolis. Okay. I do want to go back and see kind of where I was at that initial run, that dry run, the test run, put me, I want to see where that landed me on the leaderboards for Beijing and see if I'm tracking parametrically about the same as I was for LA, just off the first run. So I'll be playing mini Motorways for one more night on stream. I'm hoping, it's always so hard to pull this off, but I'm hoping to jump on for another quick 45 minutes tomorrow night after the Enough to Keep Going Weekly Games podcast over on the E2KG network. So tomorrow is a deep dive episode, so we'll be covering trends in the gaming industry news cycle for the last couple of weeks. It's a slightly different take on kind of your general games podcast, which kind of, marches through the rundown of topics, 1 through 10 or 12 or whatever. We try and link the topics together kind of in packages. We have 5 key categories, that we try and detect trends across the industry in and try and link those together. Kind of have a more thematic, more deeply analytical discussion. Not always successful at doing that. Sometimes it winds up just being the rundown of, the top 10 news stories. Sometimes that happens anyway, but more often than not, we're able to see like common legal cases and business dealings and things like that. One thing that's really interesting is the EA FIFA kerfuffle that's going on now, which seems to be motivated at a deeper level, much in the same vein as, seems to just be popping faster, as the MLB arrangement between MLB, Sony, and then eventually Xbox, where the league took charge of its license and kind of stepped in and said, you guys will do this. And I'm sure the other side of that coin was, or else. Or else we will take this license and give it to someone else. And it seems like EA was starting to hedge its bets that FIFA was going to pull something similar, or was trying to insulate themselves against FIFA doing the same kind of thing. And so I don't know if then FIFA felt triggered to kind of jump out ahead and start saber rattling a little more, or I don't know who shot who, but it was clear that there was some jostling going on in the background, that either FIFA was considering farming the license out to other publishers and not making it exclusive, or EA didn't want to feel beholden to FIFA, increasing the price of the license and cutting into their profits. So FIFA wanted to make, or EA wanted to make its own deal with the other soccer leagues, so it wasn't solely dependent upon FIFA. So interesting case study for us to talk through tomorrow night. Sinuses are killing me. So this is very interesting. It seemed like it, I wonder, it'll be interesting to see. I wonder if the challenge of this is they have altered the rhythm of how things pop. Because the last week in this, last game week, simulated game week in this, what it did was it popped a lot of new connections in very rapid succession, but in a very tight pocket of time, and the rest of the time everything was calm. So I wonder if they're kind of varying that rhythm to make you react differently to challenges. Because I don't know why it's not. It seems like in other scenarios it would have been popping new connections here. I've got a roundabout and bridges, but I have no houses to connect that are waterlocked. I have a roundabout that I can put in, but I just don't have any traffic congestion to deal with right now. Yeah, here we go. So this is the... So my problem is I've got to get all the way across the map. And I was just about to run a single track all the way up to the north and then run a bridge over to it. But I think what I'm going to do is... no, the problem here is... Yeah, I'm going to bring it south. Huh, interesting. So it drops a bridge. I didn't realize it dropped a bridge automatically. So you don't actually have to click into the bridge and lay it. There's not really enough of a high enough volume of traffic for me to really get worried now, but I can see. Oh, okay. Okay. I feel like one of the things I'm gonna want to do is run a road on the back side of these areas. I'm gonna hold off because I'm wondering if what will make sense will be to run, even though, like I said, I'm hyper-focusing on laying things down as a grid. I'm wondering if it will make sense to run a road diagonally from this red structure. I think what we'll be telling will be what other color structure drops into this spare slot here. It may drive me to do one of those or the other. So I started to see some congestion around these two intersections, so I'm hoping dropping that roundabout between them will take care of that. So that gives these three houses a little longer run. It doesn't connect them in so close like these four houses do. Okay, so we'll take the motorway. I do still have another bridge. So I think what I want to do, so these, part of the problem is these blues are trying to get across here. Well, and I've also got the issue of the roof. Okay. No. Well, unfortunately, that answers the question on the bypass, right? Because what I gotta do is I gotta get these purples over to the purple. Now there is a bridge. The problem is, so here's what I gotta do. I think one of the ways that I've been misusing this is, so I think I need to branch the road off. I think I need to put the bypass there. So saying a motorway can't be placed there, that's not correct. I don't think that's correct. There we go. What the heck is going on here? Alright. So that's what I think I need to do. I think I've been placing the motorways such that the whole road like ends. So any traffic that's on that road has to take the bypass, and I think I need to make these little off ramps. So we'll drop a roundabout. Oh, that's bad. What the heck's going on there? Will it help me to put a roundabout there? Stink. There's nowhere to put a blasted roundabout. Wow, I'm getting a ton of congestion here. Now I have lots of road tiles, so here's what I'm going to try and create an angle. Chibo! Okay, so now I'm giving the blues another way to go. I'm hoping that will relieve that congestion there. Purples and grays are able to take the bypass. Do I have any disconnected houses? I do. So you gotta stink. You gotta deal with these golds, dude. There you go. Okay, so now the golds can get there. Purples are connected. Do I have any more bridges? I have one more. Stink. I'm about to have a major problem here because I can only... Yeah, I just had to conserve. I wanted to lay things out as a grid, but I just had to conserve road tiles and make sure that bridge could go across. Because a closer point of approach would have been to do something down here, but I didn't have two bridge tiles. No. Ooh. It may have been a slightly smarter move to go for... I think bridges were my other option there, but... Okay, so... Got another purple inlet there. I have 37 tiles. I need to look at... Yeah, so... I definitely, obviously need a traffic light there. Connect that there. That, and that, and that. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna hold off on connecting that. This cluster of houses is driving me nuts. So do I have any problems? A slight problem with getting purples over there. But they have the bypass. I don't understand what that problem is. Problem getting the blues over here. Could put another traffic light, or I could put another roundabout. That's a problem getting some blues down there. I just don't know of any way to better alleviate traffic volume getting to these blue stacks, light blue stacks. Purple. No. I think what I want to do is, fine, we'll use the angled street. Out of road tiles, just in time. We'll grab a bridge. Connect those. Connect that. So these are... trying to be efficient with the road tiles I have. I don't have a ton. Can I build a road that connects down here? I can. This whole area is bad. Oh, you know what I can do? I don't know if it helps. How many road tiles do I have? I only have 3 road tiles. I need to connect this east-west bound vertically between here. Getting lots of problems. And now I'm down to 1 road tile. And no more. So I've got this cluster of blues down over here that I need to do something about. This area is bad. Bad. Yeah, I hate it when these things spawn so that, and there's nothing you can do about that anyway right now. I have to hope to survive through the weekend. Lots of problems. Need some re-engineering around here. All right, everybody. I tell you what, that's going to do it for me for tonight. Like I said, it was just going to be a short episode. I will be back on tomorrow night about 10:45 p.m. Eastern after the Enough to Keep Going weekly games podcast over on the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube as well. I think there's a link for that all the way at the bottom of the main page over here on Rounding Off Infinity, so you can find that. I think it's there. If not, just do a search in there for E2KG. And then that's going to be it for a few days. I'm going to take a break and then get geared up to get into Metroid Dread on the Nintendo Switch when we come back next week. So, again, one more live stream of mini Motorways and then Metroid Dread next week. For anybody who happened to swing through and drop by the live stream, I appreciate you. For anybody who happens to be watching the archive version of this Let's Play out on the Rounding Off Infinity Gaming channel on YouTube, I appreciate you as well. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can just receive a notification whenever I post new content. Until tomorrow night, take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Play the games that you like and stream the games that you love. Once again, my name has been Game Logic on Rounding Off Infinity, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Good night, good luck, and good gaming. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.